Hey, hey, where's the freaking gabagoo? You motherfucker. You motherfucker, huh?
Good morning, guys. Happy New Year's Eve. Today we're going to be going towards El Palazzo Viejo, the old palace, and it's going to be over the river in that general direction. And because of the fog, you can't see it, but that's where we're going. And a little bit of background on why I always wanted to visit this place, Firenze, to be exact. It's because of a little game I used to play called Assassin's Creed 2, and that game was so incredibly well made. It was so good that it basically got me involved into this whole Italian fanatic situation. So, and this would be Il Palazzo Stronze, aka Ezio Auditore da Ferenzi's house, aka some made up game character, but check it out. This is actually a family palace that has been around since 1489. Wow. Here we are in the Grand Cathedral de Santa Maria dei Fori. And interesting fact is that this cathedral actually took 140 years to construct. And this would be the dome of the cathedral, which is the largest one in the entire world, actually. This specific cathedral being the third largest in all of the world. Incredible. Check it out. Now this cathedral was actually built on top of an existing basilica, which was named Santa Reparata, which dates back to 405 AC. And the crypt underneath the cathedral contains remains of the Saint Sanobi and parts of the original Santa Reparata. And here we are at El Palazzo Vecchio, and this palace actually used to be called the Palace of the People and was built in the 1300s. And the importance behind this great piece of architecture is that people who actually cared a lot for the city back in the days wanted a palace to be able to represent the power and how great Firenze was during its time. So they built this monstrosity right behind me. Surely enough, you heard of either Mr. Michelangelo or Da Vinci. They are from Florence, from Firenze, and one of Mr. Michelangelo's most famous sculptures was David, actually, and this would be an exact copy of David. And here we have some pretty impressive sculptures, and these would all be originals. And they would, a lot of them actually date back to the 1600s. And in the 1600s, there were, these were considered the ages of the Renaissance. The Renaissance meaning the rebirthing, and it, how do you say, it made a lot of people start focusing on actual artwork, music, actually learning, literature, that kind of stuff. This would be entering the actual palace itself. All of this artwork that you see on the walls, the roof, the pillars, and most of the statues are actually from some of the most renowned artists of the Renaissance. Da Vinci even had one of his portraits here in El Palazzo Vecchio. A lot of this artwork dates back to 1454, And like this courtyard, all of the rooms and hallways throughout the Palazzo have the same style.
Sì. Adesso stiamo per andare a vedere.
Ouais, avec qui?
Ciao, un piatto di tortellini al ragù per favore. Per cui...
E arriva la cameriera?
Scusa?
Ti puoi sedere al tavolo così ordini la cameriera?
Va bene.
Grazie.
Pizza time.
And we finally made it to tonight's stop, boys. Look, check it out. We are in the mountains of Italy, right next to the borders of Switzerland. And this would be the little town in which I'm staying at. And it's right on the side of a mountain. Check it out. Alright, so that's where I parked the car. This would be the entire street as it is, and our own little walkway towards our place. That's it right there. And before it gets any darker, this would be the view. And the snowy mountains. Very nice. So it's 5 o'clock and it's already this dark. And I'm currently trying to find a restaurant that I was told was up there. B&B, Vicines. That would be a bed and breakfast. The higher I go, the more signal I get. Who knew? And this is the mountains. Very nice. And the house of the Lord, along with the entire city of Mozzino. Good morning, travelers. Currently, we are at Chamonix, France, snowboarding for the day at the Alps. Look at that amazing view. Super high mountains, and this is like right on the border of Switzerland as well. And since we've got some time to kill, because I still got a decent amount of time till I get to the top, let me tell you a little bit about Switzerland. Switzerland was previously famous for its mercenaries. Its biggest exports were people who were soldiers, because other countries wanted them throughout Europe, right? And they were always neutral during the First World War and the Second World War. And even though Hitler tried to invade the entirety of Europe, he didn't want to touch Switzerland, actually. And Switzerland actually bombed its entire country. Well, I mean, they didn't bomb it. They set up a bunch of bombs to go off if the Nazis ever tried to invade Switzerland. So during the Second World War, most of its bridges, most of its roads, most of the entryways into Switzerland were actually set to blow at any given point. Right, boys, the stay for tonight. This is the lovely bedroom on top in the attic of a big house. This would be the door towards the balcony. This would be the balcony, and this would be the dark view of the little town in which I found myself in. And off in the distance, you can actually see the town. It's a nice little Swedish village. And earlier, I heard some kids screaming, but not anymore. $50? Not bad. Not bad at all. Bonjour mes potes. Aujourd'hui c'est un nouveau journée dans la ville des Salvants. And this is the beautiful view I was trying to show you guys yesterday, because Switzerland is an amazing country. Look at that, all that aesthetic. And that's the little town of Salvant. And this is an actually pretty high place to be at. I mean, that would be the valley we were crossing all of yesterday. And just to get up here from that valley took approximately 20 to 30 minutes. So, but other than that, we have to go to Milan. It's going to be an approximately 4-hour drive. And we need to get COVID tested. I need to ship my luggage to Dublin. And tomorrow we have a trip to Turkey to see my nigga Dan over there in Ankara. So, alright, boys. And the final stay for tonight in Milano, right here. Right next to the bus station, so extremely convenient. Let me unlock the door. So this is the entrance to the place. I got a bunch of pizza and some water and some chicken wings. We vibing, boys. This is it. This is le pays de résistance. This is the look outside of le pays de résistance. Very nice. And make sure the door is locked. Cool. And the room. It's a huge room. And we have a balcony. Oh, what, these doors are so loud.